Hey, let's go to work. How many of you are ready for 2 and Go? Say yes. All right. And we got the big boys room today, so we're going to go to work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this into 3 parts and take a look at it in 3 ideas, and then we're going to address from yesterday's session the top questions that we received about the 2 and Go program. Okay, so part 1, we're going to talk about what is it? What exactly is the 2 and Go program? The second part is we're going to discuss a little bit on how it works. Now you've seen the details. We're going to step you through that. And the third part, which I think is the most important, is how do you take it home and use it? How do you take it home and actually put this to work? As a leader, how do you put this to work in your business, in your organization? Okay, so that's the way we're gonna work this through for the next hour or so. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to set up first some ideas for you before we go to the PowerPoints, and I want to talk a little bit about the some general understandings that I think are important for you in terms of the 2 and Go program. And the first one is that this is an affiliate pack program, okay? So we're going to address questions. We'll go through the top questions at the end, but this is all driven with the affiliate pack. Okay? Now the idea, the concept behind this is, and many people have said, well, we want to do it. We'd like to do it with this pack or that pack or a lower volume or what. There's a reason for it that we'll explain as we go through. But the first understanding you have to have is that this is an affiliate pack program. Now, what's the idea for you and me? For your business to grow, how many of you would like to enroll yourself? Raise your hand. Yeah. That's not a very good response. Would you like to enroll you, yes or no? Yeah. Well, I hope so. I hope so. And for those of you who say, oh no, would not be a good thing. We got a lot of work to do there. You know, if you want to, the whole idea behind the 2 and Go program is for us to raise the bar, for all of us as leaders in the room to raise the bar, so to speak, in terms of how we do our business, how we attract, like Eric was talking about, how we are looking for the willing, how we are looking for people that have a desire for change. And the thing you cannot do is you cannot sell up, meaning start with a 1-pack and say at the end, hey, why don't we talk about this affiliate pack thing? That doesn't work. We're going to raise the bar, and we're going to talk about a business. And you might say, well, what about customers? Customers we love customers. We want thousands of customers. You're going to get thousands of customers in this process because the process will take care of itself. But I think the question you want to ask yourself first is, if somebody asks you, what do you do? What do you do in that business? The answer that we use and that we teach is that we own our own business and we teach people how to create additional income. And they say, well, how do you do that? We say we do it through an amazing line of wellness formulas called Vemma. But the important thing is, in terms of 2 and Go, how do you see yourself in Vemma? How do you see? I mean, I know we're all leaders here. You wouldn't come to this conference. A lot of people knew, however, but the question is, what's the mindset that you have? You see, that's an understanding for this program to work for you. You have to approach it that way. You know, years ago for Bethany and I, when we looked at this industry, it doesn't take a lot to figure out, wow, we got to go find some people who really want to affect change in their life, okay? And so when we get to this all-important point of the compensation plan, we'll talk about in a minute what the 2 and Go is, how it works, and how do you take it home and use it, those 3 things. But when we talk about the compensation plan, and we'll explain in a moment, we have now a way that is going to expand that prospect's belief that this can happen. That's one of the biggest things it's going to do. You're going to see it happen here in a minute. So it's an affiliate pack program, first overriding thought. Second thing, we're going to raise the bar, right, about you being able to lead with the opportunity. Because this thing is so simple that as I show you in a moment, and you'll hear from Ruth afterwards as she takes you through the flip book, it's so believable now that you can actually be able to make some money. So we're going to raise the bar in terms of the expectation. We're going to lead with the opportunity. And the last thing here in terms of the overall program is have realistic expectations about going home with this and turning, so to speak, the cruise ship in your business, okay? This is going to create some tremendous results, but slowly. And it's going to build, if you'll do, especially the last part, if you'll follow the things that I'm going to recommend you do. So let's go to work and let's take a look first of all about what is the 2 and Go program, okay? How many of you really need this to work? Say yes. I mean, in a big way you need it to work. All right, then you got to go all in with this, okay? You got to have an attitude that in terms of how we tell the story about, as it says right here, the 2 and Go program, a simplified way of showing a prospect how they can make money, how they can earn money in Vemma. But you got to be all in, okay? So if you're using other things, okay, that was nice last week on Thursday, okay? Today is a new day. You know, we talked yesterday about it, this being a real turning point, but it's only gonna sink roots into your business and produce results if you're all in. So what is it? It is a simplified way of showing, because a lot of people say, well, what is this thing? Is this a new comp plan? No, this is a simplified way of showing a prospect how they can earn money in Vemma. Okay, so here's what it does. All right, it provides a uniform. Okay, uniform. Circle, underline, highlight it, put stars around that word, uniform. It is a uniform way of showing the compensation plan. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, we mean that whether you're in a meeting in San Diego, you're in a meeting in Charlotte, you're in a meeting in Toronto, you're in a meeting in wherever you might be, okay? We now have this uniformity. In video, we have it in the flip book, we have it with the pads that we have now. We have a uniform way of telling the story, okay? And that requires that you and I, as leaders, we get all in behind it. That's what, and here's why this is so crucial. Did you hear Eric talk about how he started and stopped so many times, right? I'll bet if we dug deep into his story and we found out more about that, I'll bet early on he had a difficult time creating duplication in his business, the thing we all want, right? I bet he had a difficult time doing that. One of the key principles of the 2 and Go is this: everything that you and I do has to be something that someone else can do. And that's what now we have delivered, a uniform way. Circle the word uniform. Provides a simple, underline or circle the word simple step-by-step process of what they can accomplish in 60 days, all right? Not in a year, not in 5 years, you know, not retirement, what they can do right away. Because here's what happens when you and I are telling the story to a person, using the flip book, home event, 2-on-1, one-on-one. Let me tell you what, every 3 or 4 minutes in a presentation, in the mind of the prospect, they're trying to decide, can I do what he's telling me? Can I do this? And a lot of people, their head's not shaking, but inside they're going, no way. There's no way. I can't do this. This, as it presents, is going to be so simple that one of the byproducts, one of the most important byproducts, and not only the duplication, but for that one individual prospect, their belief level about the fact that they want to give this a shot is going to go up significantly. Number 3, underline the word displays. It displays the cash. You know, this is, I think, the power in this little idea, right? I think, JD, you kicked it off first, but this beautiful pad, right? that says, if you do this, you get this. If you do this, you get this. If you do this, you get this. So imagine, here's the situation. It could be a home event. It could be any type of a venue. But you're sitting with someone, and you're gone through the flip book, or you might be using this at the end. And when it comes to compensation, and imagine your prospect is here, and this is now in front of you. This now becomes the focal point. How many of you ever had a little fearful feeling when you're with a prospect about what you're saying, and am I saying the right things? Raise your hand if you've ever had that. You ever had that feeling? Am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right things, right? Now the person's eyes, right? I always, when I sit with somebody, I'm always to their left because I'm right-handed. So I want this to be in between me and the prospect, whether it's this or the flip book. Again, we have uniformity all throughout. So what this does is it's an awesome display. Because, in the flip book, you'll hear Ruth in here in a few minutes. The sequence of telling the story is the same. Company, product, compensation, system, right? Company, product, compensation, system. And so here we go when it comes to compensation, it displays the cash. Number 4, last thing. Shows the new affiliate how they can be recognized. Underline, circle the word recognize for achieving bronze, silver, and gold in their first 60 days. So we're back to the mindset of the person that you're visiting with. And as I'll give you some tips on what to do with this at the end. But the mindset of the person that you're visiting with, right? The goal is when you're visiting with someone to try to be one step ahead of the things that are going through their mind. And if you can answer those things ahead of time, if you're ahead of them, you've raised the odds that they're going to join you, right? Whether it's affiliate pack, 2-pack, 1-pack, you've raised the odds. So, keywords, uniform, circle it, keyword, simple, keyword displays, keyword recognize. Recognition, how big is it? How big was last night? Raise your hand if you went across the stage last night. Where are you? Let me hear you. If you went across the stage last night, say yes. How good did that feel? That somebody is acknowledging what you've done, what you've achieved. It is so important. People are so not recognized. People are so not appreciated. And you're gonna make a big deal, as I'll show you in a moment, at the biggest, most important level and achievement in all in VEMA, which is bronze. That was the biggest of all the things that BK recognized last night. There were some great things, not to diminish anybody's accomplishment, but I'll tell you what, if you got up on your feet and you were a new bronze being recognized for the first time, that is a big deal. That is a huge deal. Give all the bronzes a round of applause. That was huge. All right, so what's changed? What changes have we had? All right, the addition is a new bonus. A new bonus has come in called the Builder Bonus. We're going to show it a couple times here. That when you enroll someone that hits bronze, $25, someone hits silver, $50, someone hits gold, $100. By the way, this bonus pays on anybody that is currently in your organization that has never hit these levels. So if you help them achieve these levels, this is not just new people you're enrolling today going forward. Anybody that's never achieved those levels, you're going to be paid the Builder Bonus, bronze, silver, and gold. Give him a round of applause for that. Isn't that a good one? All right. The Frenzy has been lowered from 3 to 2. Can I have an amen on that one? How many of you like the number 2 versus 3? It's like a better number, right? 33.33% easier. There's got to be one on each side. We'll talk about that in a minute. The amount of the Frenzy bonus is now fixed at $150. If you ever frenzied more than once, you noticed in the past that the bonus number could have varied because it was a pool. It had a variation to it. It was a pool. It's no longer a pool. It's now a fixed amount of money. And last but not least, there is no limit to the number of times you can frenzy in a week. So, We'll get the commitments on the camera at the end. We're going to see what you're going to do. All right. And here's the big one. Are you ready for this? The Affiliate Starter Pack volume has been doubled. It was 250. It's now 500 points. Can I have 3 amens on that one? I mean, come on. All right. Imagine every time an affiliate pack moves in your organization, there's 500 points flowing up the tree. Hallelujah. This might become a church service. You never know. All right. So let's go to work and let's talk about how it works. There's some overriding ideas here, and then we're gonna break it down in each of the 4 steps on the pad. Okay. So here is the goal. Okay. Now, when you're with a new person, okay, and again, this is a mindset. Okay, in terms of how you and I as leaders, how are you going to approach your business? Now, how many of us need better results in our business? My hand's up. Raise your hand if you need better results. All right. You know, the definition of insanity, right? Do the same things over and over again, expect different results, right? This is a turning point today, okay? Yesterday, actually, when it started, right? A turning point where we want to have collectively an affiliate pack mentality. For those people that have a desire to change, is everybody going to buy an affiliate pack? Yes or no? No. Say no. They're not. They're not going to buy it. Not everybody's going to buy an affiliate pack. We understand that. You're still going to have people that you're going to enroll with a 2-pack. We'll talk about that at the end. You're going to have people that start as a customer and just want to use the product, okay? But guys, look, for us to get you moving ahead, those stories you heard, great stories last night of people that a few years ago were in the back of the room, and last night they were up on stage as a new elite leader. Look, for that to occur, for that to happen, okay, you and I've got to lift the bar. We have to have, and people will rise to your expectations. You know, if you're clear about where you're going, number one, and number two, you understand the needs of the person you're sitting with before you start. This is not about pitching them on a $599 pack for whatever reason. This is about the best way to help them achieve the change that they want in their life. If you use the change that they want in their life as the leverage, this becomes a moot point. This is just a step to be able to get them underway in the best possible fashion. But I sit with people all the time who do not start with an affiliate pack. So we don't have any, we're not thinking, oh my gosh, now the whole world's going to buy affiliate. How many want, well, we do want the whole world to buy an affiliate pack. But so join with an affiliate pack, set up the auto delivery. So we've got to have that, and we've got to have this opportunity-led mindset that says somebody needs to make a couple $100s a month. They need to make a car payment. They'd like to get out of debt. I hope when Ruth comes up next and teaches you how she uses the flip book, I hope before she starts that you think about the needs of your prospect first, and that before you ever have that appointment, that home event, that 2-on-1, that 1-on-1, that you have that in your mind. You know that information about that person before you start. So a couple other thoughts. Here's what we're trying to help happen again. We're trying to get people, here's the business in three things. This is a good thing. We might want to write this down. Our business is about bringing people in, number one. Number two, keeping them in the business. Number three, moving them along. Get people in, keep them in, move them along. People who are rank advancing and earning money do not leave the business. If for whatever reasons they choose to stop working, right? If they choose to stop working, then all kinds of different things occur, okay? This business takes what? This takes work, okay? This takes effort. Phenomenal payoff, phenomenal lifestyle, phenomenal associations, all kinds of great things we talk about, but it takes work. The expectation of the 2-and-Go program is we want to move people along early within the first 60 days, and as you see, we'll come to the money side in just a minute, $1,650 potential in the first 60 days. All right, so here's a few key thoughts, then we're going to jump into it. Obviously, enrolling them with an affiliate starter pack, 500 points, qualifies. So in that process, when Ruth takes you through the flip book at the end and invites the close, invites them to in terms of how to begin, right? The benefits of the affiliate pack. Obviously, having product on hand, being qualified for the Frenzy bonus, being qualified for the Premier Club, okay? You got, obviously, the importance of the auto delivery, emphasizing what? The discount, right? And someone asked a question yesterday, is the 10% discount only on 120 QV auto ship? No, it's on any auto ship, 10% less, okay? Practicing balance building. In other words, the importance of maximizing the bonus potential. And you know what? There's an array of bonuses in our compensation plan. One of them, called the Global Bonus Pool, that enables you to participate in the worldwide, in a profit sharing, basically, a profit sharing program based on sales for Vemma all throughout the world. But you cannot participate unless you have a balanced business, meaning you've enrolled on both sides of your business. Thus the reason practicing balance building, okay? Maximizes your business potential and readies you for the possibility, obviously, of higher cycle bonus income and so on. Fast Start bonus still in place, okay? Every enrollment, customer or affiliate, and they make a product purchase, the Fast Start bonus is still there. Question was, the affiliate pack previously was a $100 Fast Start bonus. Now it's $75. Why? So the volume could go from $250 to $500 on the affiliate pack. Now, here's the thing. Here's how the 2 and Go was created. It was created with recognition in mind. It wasn't created any other way. You could, and this is what I'm trying to say in terms of this, the increase in the volume and the decrease in the number of people. You could create any kind of a program that had scores of people on a pad and had so many circles, people would be cross-eyed, right? I mean, and immediately their belief level goes where? They think, oh, there's no way I can do that, right? This whole thing, as you'll see it lay out in a minute, was all designed to facilitate recognition and rank advancement. Builder bonuses we already talked about, okay? And the Frenzy bonus we touched on as well, all right? So let's take a look at it. Let's go through here. Get how many? How many? And go. All right, so stay with me here for a second. I think the most powerful part of the 2 and Go program is in front of you on the screen right now. I think this is so powerful. Complete in their first 7 days or second, whatever it might be, whenever they do it. Personally enroll 1 affiliate on your left, 1 on your right, each purchasing a starter pack. Set up monthly auto delivery at $120, okay? What does it look like? There's the picture. There's the picture. Write on your notes the word belief. Circle it, underline it, highlight it. Write that word belief. Because the most important thing that you're trying to convey to somebody, in addition to what it is they want to change and improve, right? You want to help them believe that you and they together are able to do this. Folks, I got to tell you what, that's an incredible statement right there. Congratulations, you just earned your first 3 bonuses and attained the rank of bronze. Is that awesome? I mean, look, how many of you'd like about 50 new bronzes in your group in the next year? You like that? Look, I got to tell you, and I'm going to challenge 2 groups of people in the room. Those of you not yet bronze, and those of you bronze and above. We'll talk about that at the end. But I'm going to tell you what, that picture, and specifically that part on this page, I believe is the cornerstone. I believe it's the heart of the entire program. And I believe you're going to create so much enthusiasm, so much excitement. You're going to be able to be on calls, in meetings, at hotel events, recognizing people that just did this. And recognition, right? Babies cry for it and grown men die for it. It is what it's all about. Let's take a look at the money, the Fast Start bonus. 2 times 75. What is that? You've enrolled what? 1 person on the left, 1 person on the right? With an affiliate pack, $150. Frenzy bonus of $150. Cycle bonus of $20. So literally, in a 7-day period of time, $320 of profit, and their business is launched. How good are you going to feel as an enroller of that person that just hit bronze? How good are you going to feel? I mean, that is such a big deal. Are y'all getting this? I don't know if you're getting. I don't know if I'm. It's not an Amway meeting, is it? I think I'm in the wrong room. No. Hey, this is a big deal. I got to get you guys into this because this is the heart of the whole thing. It is going to be the heart of what you do in the next week, going home as leaders. And because it's going to give you a track to run on like we have never had in Vima's 10-year history. All right, step 2. Help how many? 2. And go? Here we go. By the end of your first rank advancement period, right? 4-week period. Help your 2 new personally enrolled, each personally enrolled 2, one on the left, one on the right, purchase a starter pack, create a monthly auto delivery of $120. Now, how about this? Let's say, for example, you enroll me today. Today is 1 day into the current rank advancement period, right? For purposes of recognition, Vima now gives me all of this RAP and the next rank advancement period to achieve silver under the 2 and go. So in other words, I don't have just 27 days to get silver. If I cycle 2 times this month and 3 times next month, they're going to elevate me to the silver level. How about that? Awesome, awesome way to, look, we're about lifting people up. Okay, so it says here, by the end of your first full rank advancement period, right? That's the objective. So let's take a look at it. Here's the picture. So in the purple, right, are your personally enrolled. Now, I just want to ask you this. Take a look at that picture, right? How many people, you're the person in gold. How many people? 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and you're what? You're silver. And so now, in between, okay, great question that came up, you're going to have some people enrolled between Caitlin and Mary that are customers. You're going to have some affiliates enrolled between Caitlin and Mary that are affiliates that started with a 2-pack, okay? Nothing's changed, by the way, in terms of somebody who does not start with an affiliate pack. The 60-day window is still in place. So say, for example, Mary, before she enrolls Caitlin, Mary enrolls on her left a customer, and that customer purchases 1 pack of Vima, wants to try Vima, okay? But that, and we'll call her Deborah, okay? Mary enrolls Deborah as a customer. Deborah falls in love with the product. Mary's talking to her some more. Deborah decides to change her classification from customer to affiliate. Whatever day she does that, she has 60 days to purchase an affiliate pack and participate in the 2 and go program. So you could have customers embedded in between here. You could have affiliates that did not yet purchase an affiliate pack embedded in between, right? But the idea here is literally with 6 people. Hey, Brad's even on there. You're on there, Brad. Cool. You're starting all over again as of today. I didn't see Brad there. Okay, so how about that? 6 people, and you're what? Silver. So give yourselves a round of applause. You are now a silver. You paid for your affiliate pack. So let's take a look at the money. And the movie was Show Me the what? Show Me the Money. All right, the builder bonus. You get 2 times 25. Why? Let's go back 1. Why? What'd you do that you got the builder bonus? You helped Mary, and you helped John do what? Go bronze. Okay, you got it. 2 times 25, $50. You now get the Balance Team Silver bonus. Because you have, as a silver, more than 500 points on each side, you're going to get a $200 Balance Team bonus, right? You're going to have cycled 4 times. 4 times 20 is 80. $330
plus your first week, $320, $650. Now somebody caught, is that good or what? That's an awesome, hey, look at the picture. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. How believable, okay? The big word that should be all over your notes on 2 and Go is belief. That should be the word. How believable is that? Very believable. So someone asked the question, wait a minute, I'm cycling only 4 times and I'm silver. No, you cycled 1 time before, okay? Let's back up, okay? There's your first cycle, right? And then there is your 4 cycles. 4 plus 1 is? Good job. You are now a silver, okay? So you've got the picture in terms of the income, all right? Now let's do what? Teach how many? And go? All right, let's take a look at it real quick. Complete in your second RAP. Help your 2 new personally enrolled affiliates repeat step 2, teaching their affiliates at 2 and Go. Okay? Let's take a look at it. So there we have your 2 personally enrolled. Okay? Let's take a look at the, what color is that, baby? Turquoise? Green? No, green's at the bottom. Turquoise, thank you. She'd tell me if I said the color wrong. Look at the turquoise people. All right, the turquoise folks. Should you be helping them, yes or no? Absolutely. You've got to be in that process of helping those 2 people, of both your left PEQ and your right PEQ, all right? So what you're going to do, let's back up, you're going to teach 2, you're going to get 2 more, all right? You say, well, wait, why do I need that? Okay, you need 5,400 points or more in order to achieve gold, okay? The personally enrolled at the bottom right, personally enrolled at the bottom left gives you that opportunity, right? Gives you that additional volume, okay? So you now, congratulations, give yourselves a hand. You are now a new gold affiliate, all right. By the way, you're a new gold. You're going to go for the gold. All of the other things, escape trips or whatever else, other seasonal incentives that Vima's offering they're eligible for those. So let's take a look at the money. So you got another frenzy bonus. Why'd you get a frenzy? Because of the 2 where? Bottom left, bottom right. Okay, you went and got 2 more. Okay, so you got a frenzy. You got the fast start money on those 2, another 150. You got the builder bonus because you helped who? You helped your 2 originally personally enrolled go what? Go silver. You got $100 there. You got the balanced team at the gold level of 300. You've now hit silver 2 months in a row. So you're going to get the rank advancement bonus of 100 for silver. Cycle 10 times. And you have now $200 in cycle bonus income. How many of you like that number 1,000? That is talk about a phenomenal way to be able to $1,650 in that period of time. Now, I'm going to show you what I would do at the end of all of this. Let's take it all at a glance here real quick. Let's take a look at the 3 steps to the 2 and Go program. Day 1, you join with an affiliate pack, okay? And first week, get 2 and go bronze. Now, so another question that came up was, is it this only their first 7 days? The answer is no. It might be their second 7 days. Now, the 2 to frenzy still have to be in a 7-day period of time in the commission week. So they have to be from Friday at 12:01 a.m. to Thursday night at 11:59. Okay, so week 1, get 2 and go bronze. All right, step 2. Help 2 and go what? Help 2 go bronze and go silver. And then step 3, obviously teach 2, get 2, and go gold, okay? So the picture here on this entire, the whole thing, I just want you to I want to tell you how I'm thinking about it and where I think the power of this whole thing is. I would come back at the end, and you'll see, I'm sure Ruth will go over it as well. But I'd come back at the end with a new person, and I'd cover up everything else. And I would show, and I would talk about those first 2 steps only. And I would say, you know what? I know that we, the word we, not you, I know that we can help you make this a reality. I'd go back to that simple objective. And guys, I got to tell you, if you did that and you did that on a steady basis, on a consistent basis, the power of what you're going to begin to create. How many of you are? Let's talk about this real quick. How many of you are not yet bronze? Stand up. Stand up if you are not yet a bronze. Okay, wherever you are in the room. All right, stay up for just a minute here. Okay, not yet bronze. All right. Here's what I would do. Here's what I would do if I were you. If you're standing in the room right now, okay, and I'm going to turn back the hands of time in my mind. In the very first convention that I ever went to, most of you weren't even born, so it was a long time ago. If I were you this weekend, I would connect with my upline, my mentor, my upline gold or diamond or executive or elite, and I'd say, look, I want to go do this in the next 7 days. I want to do this. I'm just all in. I'm putting the blinders on. I want to go. Would you help me? Now, if I were you, those of you that are standing, that's what I would do. And I know this. If you go to your upline this weekend, while you're here, you got the elite of the elite, you got the best leadership in the world in your upline here, and you went to them and said, would you help me do that first step that Tom talked about? Would you just help me do that this week? I got to tell you, I don't believe there's a person standing that wouldn't get a positive response. And if you go home, you get on that plane tonight or tomorrow or whenever you're leaving, and you make that decision, you will have accomplished what I believe is the most important thing. And here's the thing I know. I know that if you focus on that, those of you that are standing, if you focused on that, I know you can do it. This is not something that is beyond you. If you center yourself on the needs of the person that you're speaking with, I know that you can do it. Give these guys a hand. Take your seats. Thank you. All right, so what's next? What happens after that? Now it's time to focus on the next 30 days. So we're always looking ahead, right? You're going to teach your 2 silvers how to get to where? How to get to gold, attain the rank of diamond. You're going to become a diamond. And at diamond, you're Premier Club qualified. Great way to close out literally your first 90 days. Those of you that just stood, there is no second chance. I believe you guys that just stood have a distinct advantage over everybody else in the room, and here's why. There is no second opportunity to what we call the first part of your story. There's no second chance. You can't rewrite today. You can't rewrite this morning. It's over. It's gone. Now, those of you that stood, I want you to think about your business 6 months from now. Think about your business a year from now. Think about your business 18 months from now. And I want you to think about you're in a home event or you're at a hotel event and somebody asked you to get up and to tell your story of how you began. Now, look, I'm going to tell you what. If facts tell, these are all facts, right? Stories sell. Stories are what it's all about. And those of you that just stood, you have an opportunity that you'll never, ever have again. You'll be able to say 18 months from now, you know what? On, what is the date, 13th? On June 12th, when that Focus 2015 event happened, I was there when the 2 and Go program launched. I was there on Saturday. I was there when we were asked to stand up. I was just an affiliate. I hadn't even cycled yet. But I went home, and I went all in on this, and I went after it, and I did it. And I hit bronze. And my belief level, just imagine yourself telling that story. You're going to be able, you have such a distinct advantage over anybody else in the room. We'll talk about everybody bronze and above here in a minute. But you have, those of you not yet bronze, you have such a distinct advantage. I just can't emphasize enough that you seize the opportunity that you've got today. So let's talk about how do I use this? Last part of our segment here, and we're gonna wrap up. How do I use the 2 and Go program? Okay, we talked about what it is, what the program is. We talked about how does it work. We showed you how it worked. And wouldn't you agree with me that this was the absolute best convention package Vemma has ever provided? Can I hear it? I'm telling you what, ingenious. And all the work that the Vemma team did, Steve Hooper and Scott Flatt and all his team, to just present this so well for us this weekend. The videos, how about the videos? I mean, we've got uniformity all throughout. We've got our videos in sync. We've got our flip book in sync. We have our physical tools in sync. We have our brochures in sync. We have everything in sync. All we got to do is we got to get in sync, and we got to go to work. So how do you use it going home, okay? Here's the concept. Imagine the growth that you're going to have in your organization. Next week? No. Next month? Maybe. But imagine 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the road. If you go all in on this idea with me today, imagine the growth you're going to have when everyone on your team is showing the compensation part of our story the same way. There is so much power in that. Now, with all due respect to everybody's other videos and everything else they did, that was yesterday. This is today. And I'm going to tell you what, you want this to work. Do you want this to work in your group? Yes or no? Yes. If you want it to work, I'm going to give you the few things that you have to do here in closing. That's all you have to do, leaving today, committed to this, understanding everybody's not going to buy an affiliate pack. Everybody's not going to seize it, okay? I mean, did Eric set us up perfectly this morning? I mean, with just phenomenal truth about how beautiful our industry is, but also how real it is, right? I loved it. I thought that was the best of Eric Worre I've ever heard. Imagine the growth you will have when everyone on your team showing the compensation plan the same way. So here's what you have to do. Number one, you have to decide right now. You've got to make a decision, right? You've got to decide. Leader of one, leader of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any. You got to lead yourself, and you have to decide that this is going to be the only way that you and your group are going to present the compensation plan. It's what I'm going to use. It's what our meetings in San Diego are going to be. This is what we're going to do. Knowing full well that some people will start with an affiliate pack, some people are going to start on a 2-pack. Well, what about the people that start on a 2-pack? We keep building the same way. We don't change anything. Somebody asked the question in the breakout yesterday, well, should I just ignore the guys with a 2-pack? Are you kidding? Come on. Somebody starts with a 2-pack, and guess what? They begin to get some results. And anywhere in there, they could purchase that affiliate pack in those 60 days, right? And step into the program. They could maybe their first home event, right? Their first home event. Maybe they enroll 2 people and they both start with affiliate packs that night. Within that same week, they can purchase their affiliate pack and boom, they're in the program. So this is not pushing aside people who don't start with an affiliate pack. This is lifting people up to saying, hey, let's together go find people that really want to make change in their life, okay? But it's still accepting everybody. Somebody starts with 1-pack. Hey, I just want to start on your products. How many of you say no to that? You got to have an affiliate pack. Come on. How many need more customers? Raise your hand. How many need a lot more? Raise your other hand. All right, now you can wave. Give me more customers. Lord, give me more customers, please. All right. Decide this will be the only way that you and your group present the compensation plan. Whether it's a 1-on-1, a 2-on-1, a home event, a webinar, online presentation. You're going to see Ruth take us all through that here in just a few minutes, okay? But you got to decide, this is the way I'm going to do it going forward. And guess what? It's like anything else. It will, in time, it will gain traction in your group, okay? The other thing you got to do is I want you to practice before you leave Phoenix. I want you to grab somebody in your upline, sit them down for coffee, take a flip book or take the 1-page, whichever you want to do, and walk through it with someone in your upline. You got all the leadership in the world right here. Why not take advantage of that and have a practice session, right? And just practice that with somebody that you're comfortable with, all right? So you get that skill, that confidence level can be lifted a little bit. Number 3, lead by example. Stand up if you are a bronze or higher. All right, very good. Lots of people. Okay. Now, we want the cameras, the moment of truth. All right. Can you lead? Can you lead? I won't ask you when was the last time you enrolled somebody, but I will challenge you that as leaders, here's what you did this weekend. You spent an incredible amount of time, an incredible amount of money, an incredible amount of effort. Where's Luke Hessler and the 42-hour team? 42 hours on a bus that broke down 3 times. 43 hours. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you short. That's a new definition. That's a new seminar on attitude. I'm telling you what. You invested time, effort, energy, money. You sacrificed things at home. You arranged things at home. You had expenses at home, and kids had to be covered, and dogs had to be covered, and everything had to get covered, right, for you to be here. So what are you going to do with it? All I know is this, is that if you want, each of you standing, if you want this event to have meaning for you, okay, then I invite you to go home and lead by example this week. Can you do that? Look, the things we shared in the other day, one of the 7 points I shared on how to get the most out of this event. The very first thing that I shared was the past is in the past. You cannot live in last week or last month or last year, okay? Whatever opinion you've got, congratulations. That's old news, okay? This is old news, okay? It's all old news. It's all old news. With all due respect, it's old news, right? Eric talked about it. What are we going to do going forward, okay? So raise your hand if you can go if you can go enroll 2 in a week in the next 7 days. Raise your hand if you can do that. Can you do that? Yes, you can do that. Give yourselves a hand. Take your seats. Good job. All right. And last but not least, you've got to go home and you have to promote. There are a lot of people. There are more people that aren't here than are here, right? Lots of people at home. One of the young men in the breakouts the other day said to me, he had a flip book and he had this, and he asked the question, he said, well, okay, so I get my new guy going with an affiliate pack, and then do I go ahead and how does he, listen to the question. He said, how does he order his tools? Really? Really? You just made $150. Well, if you did it twice, you made over 300, but you made 75. Let's just say you just enrolled 1 in a week, okay? Leaders. You enrolled 1 person. Made $75. Really? And you're not going to pitch in $5, have tools on hand to give them? What kind of a leader does that? Not one that's very progressive. I'm just being honest with you. Say, hey, I want to get you started. Here's your flip book. Here's the pad. Here's where you go get more, but I'm going to get you started with this. That's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. They don't sit there and say, oh, go to this website and order your $8 and wait 18 days for it to come in or whatever. I mean, come on. Come on. Leaders lead. Leaders, and one of the questions that came up in the Q&A was placement strategy about this, in speaking to you as leaders now. And they asked the question, well, what about, there's 2 situations that are going to come up. One situation is friends, and the other situation is geography. So if I'm enrolling my friend, and I'm enrolling Brad, and I also know Brad's friend Luke, am I going to put Brad on my left side and Luke on my right side? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If Brad knows Luke, and I'm going to let Brad enroll Luke, that's going to be on that side. I'll worry about my other side. I'm a leader. I can go do that. So do for your new person, what's best for them. Same principle applies with geography, based upon where people live, right? Maybe they're better suited in that situation. Don't worry about yourself. You're going to be taken care of if you do things correctly. But see, guys, that's what leaders do, okay? You want to be on the stage next year, right? You want to be coming across here next year, okay? You got to get your eyes off yourself and get your eyes on helping people. You know, it's so powerful because it's within each of our capability. You know, think of your very best friend that you have outside of Ema. Think of your closest friend. Okay? Aren't you always willing to do something for that person? I mean, how that relationship unfolded, how it developed, okay? So always, you want this to work in a big way? Quit worrying about yourself and think about the person that's sitting across from you, the new person you're getting started. But you got to go home, and you have to do what? You have to promote this. I hope you're going home with tools. I hope you're going home with suitcases full of tools. And if they're sold out, awesome. Get online and order them. But you come to our office, you're going to see product everywhere and tools everywhere, because that's what makes it work. That's what makes it work. And you know what? You can do that. Even at a small level, you can begin to do that if you assume that attitude, okay? Hey, guys, it's been great being with you. Thanks, everybody.